Hello, everybody. It's great to have you with us here from Maryland Hockey Network. My name is Mark McClure. I'm joined by Matt Fasillo for a ACHA tie here between the University of Maryland Terrapins and the Stevenson University Mustangs. And Matt, we take a look at these two teams, both struggling a little bit out of the gates. Only one win, between these two teams in 5 combined games. Someone's got to come out of here with some momentum.
Both teams are desperate for a win. The Terrapins are 0-2 in the year, and the Stevenson Mustangs are 1-2. So both teams are going to be battling hard. Stevenson is shorthanded tonight. Maryland has almost double the amount of skaters. So we'll see what can happen tonight as we get set for the anthem.
Yeah, it should be really exciting. We're going to take a short break for the anthem. We'll be back for puck drop here in just a short moment. Welcome back here to the Maryland Hockey Network. My name is Mark McClure. I'm with Matt Fasillo here at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland, where column for the first time this season has not been the start necessarily that Coach Joe Carter's been looking for. This could be an opportunity for the Terps to get into that win column against what we could say is a little bit of a struggling Stevenson team. They did beat Maryland, lost to in their last game 3-2 the score. Hoyas beat the Terps, but Maryland definitely has a manpower advantage in this game. Stevenson with only 10 skaters in this game, so it's going to be pretty much a 2-line system for Stevenson in this game. It's just something Maryland should be able to take advantage of.
Absolutely. And speaking of a tough go of it for the Stevenson Mustangs, their last game they lost 7-1 against UNC Wilmington. The day before, a 12-0 loss to NC State. They are shorthanded tonight, as Mark stated. They do have a very good goalie in net, though, by the name of David Shahady, wearing number 30. So we'll see what the Terrapins can do against this shorthanded roster in Stevenson tonight.
Let's give you a look at tonight's starting lineups. As Matt mentioned, David Shahady in net for Stevenson. Zachary Garneau and Nick Hoover are the defensive group. Chris Robinson, Joshua Watterson, and Brendan Jesse are the upfront crew. Maryland quickly takes it behind the Stevenson net as they'll try and set up for the Terps. They go with Liam Eden, Tucker Healy, and Andrew Muirhead as the attacking group. In defense, we'll see Tyler McAvoy and Ray McNamara as the primary group. Henri Pelletier is in net for Maryland as Joe Carter probably going to go with a pretty much platoon system between his two goaltenders as both Pelletier and Aiden Jones have shown some good signs. Stevenson going to try to get their first attack going. A centering pass. Drifts just wide. Eden trying to pick it up in the corner. Scramble for it. And now drifts behind the net for McAvoy. McAvoy can't clear the zone. Eventually it does drift out the center ice. But it's going to be a giveaway. Could be an opportunity for Robinson as he cuts in. He goes down. No whistle there. And no shot is forthcoming for the Mustangs. Eden trying to collect himself in his own zone. Pass forward to Healy. Maryland got a change. Here's Beakonowski going the other way. He'll try to swing one around the boards, and that one looked like it may have caught the netting, and we will get a face-off to the right of Shahady.
Yeah, Stevenson caught in the change there. And Beakonowski gets a break, but he shoots that one just high and into the netting. First whistle of the game.
Face-off heads back to the blue line. Looked like we had a whistle there. May have been an infraction on the face-off. We have 18:38 left in this opening period. No score between the Mustangs and the Terrapins. Draw heads back again towards the blue line. Maryland trying to set themselves up. Darren Michaels in the corner trying to come up with this one. Now it ends up behind the net where the Terps are still battling for possession with Andrew DePoy. DePoy to Beganowski now out to the pointer is shot. That one's saved by Shahady, and he'll cover for the whistle.
Yeah, good play by DePoy there, setting up Tomaszewski, working along the boards, getting it to open ice. And Tomaszewski right into the gut of the goaltender Shahady. Faced off to his right again.
This time the draw won by Stevenson, and they'll try and reset. Eric Bennett with the puck up the far boards. He just buries a man into the defensive zone, then he gets hit against the boards himself. Swings behind for Tomaszewski out towards the blue line as Maryland tries to clear. Being held in by Garneau. Now here's a wrist shot. That's a save made. First one of the night for Pelletier. A wrister there from Sean Blayett. Played just over 2 minutes. It's been pretty active, Matt, on both sides.
It's been active. It's been physical. Expect the Terrapins to try and wear away the Mustangs tonight with this short roster. Everything what we want to see tonight. We'll see if they keep it up.
Carlson sent one in towards the right corner. Watterson gets pinned up against the boards. He lost it. It goes out to center ice. Carlson gets it back. He'll backhand dump it into the corner. Maryland can try to get themselves reset with Jetson Koo. Koo being patient with it. He'll flip it up the boards. Maryland can chase after it. Blake Wanner trying to get there, but he will not be able to chase it down. That'll be icing.
Wanner flying down the ice just out of the defensive zone, trying to negate that icing. Just barely got caught. It'll be icing on the Terrapins. Face off to the left of Henry Pelletier.
Maryland wins this draw, and it'll be flipped out to center again. Stevenson will try and reset themselves. That one went straight up and over. And the faceoff will now come out to center ice. We talked with Joe Carter before the game. His biggest thing, it looked like he harped upon, was more energy. Is what he's looking for out of his group, especially after back-to-back losses to open up the season.
More energy. And Steven plays with a very passive system. They hang back. They can't really help it with the short roster that they have. So Maryland will continue to pace.
Goes deep into the Maryland end. He's trying to come up with it. It's been a bit of a scramble. Goes out towards the blue line. Wanner just got it out to neutral ice to just barely enough there to get Maryland a breather from this Stevenson attack. It goes out to center ice right off the bench. That's going to be a 6-man on the ice right there. At least that's what it appeared to be. So I think we're going to get our first penalty of the game. Yeah, so this is just some of those penalties you can't take if you're Maryland. They're going to get hit with too many men on the ice here. And Stevenson will get an opportunity to go on the power play.
Few of these players on Maryland don't like that call. You see Piper Holman bang a stick on the ice, but they got to stay away from the penalties. They ran into a lot of issues with that. Their last game out against Georgetown. Got to stay out of the box tonight.
We'll see if Stevenson can capitalize with their first opportunity on the power play. It's flipped out to center ice, so a good start for Maryland on the kill. Hoover laid this one back. And this one's brought into the offensive zone. Blayett brought it all the way behind the net. He still has the puck. It goes back out to the point. They're going to try and set up Hoover a one-timer. That was not hit well. Backhander in front. Great save by Pelletier. And then it goes out to center. 16:03 left in this first period. 0-0 between the Stevenson Mustangs and the Maryland Terrapins. Their first meeting of the season. They have a home-and-home schedule this weekend. Maryland will have to head down to Stevenson for a game on Sunday. Minute 5 left on the power play for Stevenson as they still try to make something, get on the board first. But they have it at center ice. Jesse brought it into the offensive zone. It's quickly cleared away again by Maryland. Now Eden chasing after the puck in the right corner. He'll have an opportunity to possibly get something shorthanded. Loses a handle on it as he goes back out to center ice. This is a great job on the kill so far for the Terps.
Great job on the kill. Liam Eden rifles it back into their own end. Kills off some time. Very smart decision by Eden there, playing it cautiously.
Tomaszewski loses it in the right corner, and then Stevenson's skater lost his footing down there. That's Chris Robinson. Robinson trying to get in towards the center. Now a shot comes in, and that one saved. Latterson's right on the doorstep. So it goes across the ice to Carlson. That one blocked. That's Patrick Beganowski getting down to get a piece of that one. 9 seconds left on the power play, and this goes the other way.
Great aggressive goaltending by Pelletier there. He normally stays back in his crease, but when he does need to charge out, he's not afraid to, and there you see it.
Still keeping their foot on the gas, though. Here comes Josh Carlson behind the net. Carlson was able to give it off. It goes out to the point. A wrist shot save made by Pelletier, and he holds. And now we'll have some extracurriculars there behind the net.
Read that shot from Brendan Jesse. He swallowed that up, and we get another whistle. Terps clear off the penalty.
So we'll get a draw to the left of Pelletier. But that was a great start for Maryland on the penalty kill. They obviously hope to not spend much time with that unit tonight, but a good job when they have come and needed. They want to stay in this game early and keep the momentum that they've had early going. This one comes across to the near boards. Sent back out to center ice. Eric Bennett, the first one there. Some good physical play behind the net between Piper Holman and Bennett. Now an opportunity for Michaels to get it into center ice, but he turned it over and it's dumped in again by Stevenson. He'll have an opportunity to battle for it. Maryland gets the puck back as it goes across near the boards. Chris Robinson battles for it. And then Michaels, who had just brought it into the offensive zone, gets checked off the puck. That turnover there. Shot comes from Michaels. That one just wide. This one drifts out towards center again.
Strong play by Chase Wilson there. Trying to battle for the puck. He frees it up, gives it to his teammate, and then gets the puck again along the boards. And he would not give up that puck, kept the play going.
That was just flipped in off the pads of Pelletier. We have no score here with 13 minutes left in the opening period. A horrible turnover there. Robinson, a shot that hit the post. And now it's loose in front. Another shot. That one drifts wide. Now it flips out behind Pelletier. He didn't know where the puck was. Goes across the boards. First big chance of the game there for Robinson, but he ends up finding only iron behind Pelletier.
Fortuitous sequence there for Maryland. That could have been trouble there. But the score remains 0-0.
Maryland trying to be physical. Wanner tried to pass it across, but that one was deflected away. And it's sent back out to the neutral zone. Good hit here along the near boards. Still a grapple for this puck. Wanner with that big body in there. He has the puck as he goes to center. Wanner trying to dodge and weave into the zone. Ends up behind the net. Wanner has some options. He'll go out to the point. It's swung across. Could be an opportunity for the Terps. Great pass save by Shahady. Hunter Airy on that wrist shot and a great save by Shahady. Another one comes. That one was wide from Wanner, who put in a really good shift. He'll go to the bench.
Hunter Airy moving right. He slings it left, blocker side. It was a great shot, but an even better save by David Shahady.
Candelara dumps the puck in for Stevenson. Ends up being lost, though, as the Terps first to come up with the puck. Their forecheck's been really good so far in this game. Here's Tomaszewski. He's going to take it into the offensive zone. Tries a wrist shot. That one didn't get through clean. DePoy takes it behind the net. Gives it off for Tomaszewski. Tried to square it for Michaels. Now it's loose by the post and goes behind the net. Sent back out to the point. Again, a wrist shot. Shahady with a great save that goes in off the netting. And we will have a stoppage with 11:06 left in this opening period. No score here between the Mustangs and the Terrapins. Draw won by the Terps. A slap shot from the point there from Piper Holman is wide. It goes back out to center ice. They try to force it back in, and Stevenson can take it the other direction. This one's flipped off the boards. Garneau sends it over to Hoover. Hoover being pressured heavily by Muirhead. Muirhead scored his first collegiate goal in the last game against Georgetown, deflecting in a shot from Tucker Healy on the power play.
First collegiate goal, and he's skating in the first line tonight on the right side, flanked by Liam Eden, and Tucker Healy is the center. He played on the third line previously, and Darren Michaels moved from the first line to the second line.
Eden scored the other goal in that game against Georgetown as a centering pass here. It's loose in front, poked away, backhand chance goes wide. Again, Maryland's been all over the place early in this game, making it very difficult. That was Thomas Peterson with a chance, and now we have something right in front of the net as Hoover was just standing over one of the terrapins that's down. It was away from the play after everything had gone down. It looks like that's Muirhead right there that was in front of the net. They're going to go ahead and get a penalty called here for cross-checking. Not sure the number on that. Can't quite see it from here. So they're going to say that's going to be Zach or Nick Hoover. I'm sorry, he's going to checking.
And that's a bad penalty to take if you're the Mustangs there. The puck was already way out of the zone.
So the face-off one, this is their first chance on the power play. We'll see what they draw up. Here's Andrew DePoy. DePoy goes back to Wanner. He backhanded pass out to the blue line for Tomaszewski. Back to Wanner. Back to Tomaszewski. A one-timer's wide. Andre Bozin had it. Good check there as DePoy has it back. He gets checked off the puck. A good play by Carlson. Carlson tries to clear the zone. Wanner able to hold it in at the last moment. Wanner goes across the ice to Bozin. Back to Wanner. Wanner surveying. He's going to pass it across the ice. Tomaszewski's got some space. 1:12 left power play. It's flipped in front to Poy. Couldn't get a shot off. He'll go behind the net. Gives it off. Bozin, a shot and a save made by Shahady. And again, we have some physical play in front of the net as both of these teams starting to get a little chippy.
Andre Bozin, first game in the lineup, and he's getting power play time on this first minute. The freshman almost got a chance. Sorry, that one there.
We got a $1:04 left on this power play for the Terps as they really want to take advantage and try and get themselves an early lead in this game, especially considering Stevenson's lack of numbers.
Absolutely. You definitely want to head to the locker room with the lead. They had some good chances there.
Here's McAvoy at the point. He gives it off to get it into Michaels. He went down in the slot. No shot forthcoming. Go across the ice to Eden. Eden, the captain, centered in front. Michaels couldn't direct it on goal. It was wide. It was a great pass, though, from the captain. McAvoy plays it off the boards. Goes back to him again. And this pass was blocked out towards Eden. Back to Healy. This one's tipped at center, and it goes out to the neutral zone. A big layoff there for Stevenson. And then another late hit here on the boards as Candelena hit Tucker Healy.
Candelena hitting Tucker Healy. Healy's not a very big guy. He almost sent him into the penalty box there, and that was after the whistle. There's no call on the play, but Stevenson's got to be careful here.
The faceoff's going to be in the neutral zone. But these teams, they got a long matchup ahead of them. I mean, they get to see each other twice this weekend, and we're still in the first period here. 8.5 left, 25 seconds left on power play for the Terps. Michaels drifts in, couldn't get a shot off. He did all the hard work, but the shot never came. McAvoy. On the Michaels again, tried to start it. That's a great play there by Shahady. He was able to see that puck coming from behind him and squeeze it right in front of him. That gets to his front. You never know what could happen when it gets into the crease like that.
Yeah, that puck came from his left side and kind of redirected it in front of him, and he just stuck out his glove, caught it.
Only 12 seconds left on the kill for Stevenson. Maryland going to try to get one more opportunity as it goes out to the point. Eden a shot. That went wide. Michael's trying to get it back. 3, 2, 1 on the power play, and that is even strength hockey again here in Laurel. They get it to Hoover straight out of the box. Hoover tries to shoot. That was blocked quickly by McAvoy. It's into the left corner. Eden with a pass forward. Here's Liam Eden. Into space, Eden. Wrist shot, stick save made by Shahady.
Great save by Shahady, just off the top of the stick. And Eden rocketed that one. Here he comes again.
Here he goes again. Great move. Eden a shot. And a save made again by Shahady. We heard a lot about this guy. And he continues to showcase his talent. That was a great save.
Yeah, first 12 and a half minutes in this game, he's made some sparkling saves here, including 2 against Liam Eden.
I mean, they even thought that went in on the scoreboard. They have it as 1-0 because that looked like it was money, but no go. Draw is won by Stevenson as they try to get possession. They bring it towards Jesse at the near boards. Now this could be 2-on-1 developing. Wrist shot from Robinson, save made Pelletier. He hasn't been busy. A backhander on the rebound, and then Pelletier covers it.
Scrambling in net there, but he stood his ground as Pelletier covers. Faced off to his left again.
Pelletier, for him, it's been short stints of action and then long breaks as they quickly try a pass in front. Stevenson, this one lost, goes out to center ice.
And then it was Pelletier that got the start.
We got a delayed penalty here coming up. Looked like we had a trip in the far corner on Chase Wilson. And that is the call. We'll get tripping. And Maryland will go on the power play for the second time. Kenneth Burkhart goes to the box for tripping. 6:57 left in the opening period, no score.
Yeah, last game against Georgetown, it was the Terrapins that had a lot of struggle staying out of the box. So far in this game, that's 2 bad penalties for the Mustangs.
This one goes straight near Shahady's net. He sends it behind. Now it's flipped up to center ice. It's actually a one-on-one chase for this puck. Eden will be the first there, it appears. Gets pinned against the boards, but that's good help play by McAvoy. Getting back to try and settle this power play unit down. Here's Michaels drifting up ice. Tried to lay it back for Healy. Now it goes into the center. Shot comes from Muirhead. It's loose in front, and then finally it's sent wide. Some no-nonsense defending in front of the net by Stevenson.
Muirhead kind of tossing that one on net. Went off the left pad, I believe, of the Stevenson goaltender, but they couldn't get a rebound there.
Liam Eden will start another rush here for the Terrapins. Brings it into the offensive zone, gets leveled there at open ice. He just ran through Garneau on that one. Eden, that really good combination of speed and size, and Garneau tried to size him up, and he hit him right back. Goes out to the blue line, 53 seconds left, but that one just barely got over the blue line. That'll be offsides. McAvoy couldn't quite hold it.
Tucker Healy trying to barely squeeze one through 2 defenders there on the power play. Looking for Andrew Muirhead across ice, but that tape pass couldn't get through. As there's some confusion going on here.
You're not sure what the call is. Looked like it was just an offsides, but the face-off will go all the way into the defensive zone for the Terrapins. So it'll be to Pelletier's left. Not sure what the referees called there on that one. Maryland still on the power play with 45 seconds left. Chase after this one's DePoy. Second unit now for the Terrapins on this power play. Bozin in some trouble. Gets it out to Tomaszewski, back to Bozin. Bozin a wrist shot. That one blocked. Didn't get far either. Hoover trying to clear the zone, and he's finally able to get it to center ice. Oh, here's a 2-on-1, shorthanded. Wrist shot. Save made by Pelletier at the last moment. That one came glove side. And then again, now we're about to have a Donnybrook going here in front of the net for Pelletier. After he made that great save, Tomaszewski getting into it.
Yeah, there's one Mustangs player who's taking on 3 Terrapins, and that included the goalie, Pelletier. But on that power play, Bozin and Tomaszewski going back and forth, trying to set up a play. And now Beganowski goes to the box. And it looks like 2 Maryland Terrapins are going to the box.
So we're going to get one for cross-checking. Not sure what the other call is. Didn't see the second one. But the first was for cross-checking. We'll see if this will be a 5-on-4 for 3 seconds. I'm not sure if one of those was fourth.
And the players are really getting into it. The coaches are getting hot. Coach Carter's trying to say that maybe a sucker punch or at least a punch to the head.
I see Beganowski in the box. Not sure the second Terrapin is down there. That's Tomaszewski. One was for cross-checking. You can only assume the other one's for roughing.
Coach Carter's got 2 of the officials, and Pelletier's got another one as the fourth one talks to Stevenson. We got a lot of fireworks the last few minutes.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left in the opening period of this game, so it is going to be a 5-on-4 for 3 seconds, and then a huge opportunity. It'll be a minute and 57 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey for the Mustangs. And those are just, again, the things that Maryland has just gotten sucked into this year. They get sucked into some of that physicality that they don't need to, and this leads to an opportunity as Garneau takes it quickly. Gives it off Carlson. This one deflected back to center ice. This one's still loose. Eden trying to come up with it. And he's able to get it out to center. A good start.
Yeah, Liam Eden using his body there to kind of shield that puck and just barely toss it out of zone.
Carlson swings it around. Goes to Watterson. Back to Garneau. Wrist shot comes. It was blocked in front. Pelletier can't find it. He went out a little bit of his crease, and that's a good cover there. Henri Pelletier has been very busy in the last couple of minutes, but he stood up. Again, we still have no score.
Yeah, 1:23 remaining on the dual penalty here. So it's still a 5-on-3.
So far, Stevenson 0 for 1 on the power play, but this is a big opportunity with a 2-man advantage. If the Terps can get out of this one, it would be huge. Hoover with the puck at the blue line. Drops it into the corner. Hoover gets it back. Wrist shot comes. Was knocked down and saved by Pelletier.
Yeah, Eden's getting into it with Watterson here. You got to be careful.
Good hit on the boards there by McAvoy. And then it's cleared out to center ice. 1 minute left on the 2-man advantage. And as a captain, he knows he's going to stand up for his guys as Watterson takes it past center ice. This one's dropped behind the net. They're going to try and swing it out for Garneau. Goes back to Hoover, back to Garneau, into the high slot. That was blocked. Good job getting down there for Muirhead. Then it's saved. Little pad saved by Pelletier, and then Maryland clears the distance. Another one doesn't get too far. It was gloved down. Maryland able to clear again. Liam Eden. Now that time, it was actually Ray McNamara on that clearance. 7 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. One last rush opportunity as Garneau brings it forward. Wrist shot, blocked wide. Goes behind the net. Maryland has to get out of the box quickly. Tomaszewski and Beganowski get in there. That's a huge kill there for the Terps.
Tomaszewski flying right out of the penalty box along with Beganowski. And Tomaszewski takes that puck. It was just sitting there to the right of Pelletier. I don't know if he saw it or not. And Tomaszewski, fortunately, gets there just in time and flings it out. They kill off the 5-on-3 successfully.
Hey, McAvoy sends the puck forward. Hunter Airy now into the offensive zone for the Terps as it swings around the boards. No can get a handle on it for the Terps as it's near the blue line. McAvoy trying to hold it in. It's at his skates. He didn't know where it was. And then Wanner won't even chase after it. It looked like they were offside, so they had to reset regardless.
Yeah, delayed offside there.
This is dumped in. Tomaszewski skates in. 2:05 left. Opening period. No score between the Mustangs and the Terrapins. Tomaszewski able to avoid some oncoming contact. Try to send it forward. Good hit at center ice by Wanner. And now Tomaszewski will bring it into the offensive zone. He tries to drop it back. It was a fancy pass, but he had no help in the center as this goes back to Landon Nguyen. This is dumped in by Piper. Holman, he'll chase after it and be the first there. Try to drop it back for Wanner. Goes out near the blue line. A wrist shot, Tomaszewski. That may have been blocked up high. Minute 15 left in the opening period. Here's Hoover. Laid it back for Robinson, and now it'll be flipped up into the netting. Forgot there was netting here because that had our names written all over it. We have a whistle and a stoppage. And the face-off for that after it went off the netting will be to Pelletier's right. Draw tied up. Squirts out.
Wanner against
neutral ice.
Brendan Jesse there. Blake Wanner using his size to reel in the puck and give it to his defense.
Wanner, one of the few guys with big size on this team. It's a pretty small Maryland unit overall. So the few guys that do have that gift of size need to be physical in this game. As DePoy slides in, he lost it off of his stick at the last moment, couldn't get any type of shot off. It ends up behind the net for Michaels. Michaels drops it back off for Thomas Peterson, and then Peterson turns it over. 30 seconds left in this opening period. Hunter Airy, part of this tie-up in the corner. Puck knocked around. No penalty there on that. Looked like a hook in the corner.
We see some shoving along the boards in the corner.
This one is fired off the boards. 4 seconds left. Maryland's not going to get much off. The wrist shot goes into the corner, and that'll bring us to the end of period number 1. But, hey, Matt, that was some really good back-and-forth action for both sides. And no score, probably the right score so far. Probably both teams deserve what they have at this point. Stevenson will probably be a little upset, though, that they didn't put one in the back of the net on the 5-on-3.
Very even game so far and a very entertaining game. It's very physical, but sometimes these two teams take it the wrong way, as both of them has had their chances on the power play. And you still see some of the Maryland players talking it over with the officials.
Yeah, I think the officials, they want to get a grasp on this game before it is too late. This is a game that we've seen just a lot of extracurricular activities after the whistle. I know that they were part of a confrontation, not the start of it, but that's not how the officials saw it. Still no score, but the referees trying to get a hold on this one before it gets out of hand because, again, these two teams have 5 more periods in the next 3 days to play.
Yeah, and you also got to give credit to the goaltenders, Henry Pelletier and David Shahady. They've been standing on their heels so far. And a lot of times shorthanded, you're going to rip a lot of shots and you're going to scramble along the crease. But they've both made impressive saves so far and kept their teams both at 0-0 hockey game.
We'll take a short break here on the Maryland Hockey Network. No score through the opening period here between Stevenson and Maryland. We'll be back for puck drop in the second period after the first intermission. Hey, welcome back here to the Maryland Hockey Network. My name is Mark McClure, joined by Matt Fusilla at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel, Maryland, getting ready for the second period between Stevenson University Mustangs and the University of Maryland Terrapins. No score so far. It's been a very physical game, and we hope to see more of that, but in a clean way here for the remainder of this game. Red back to center ice for the draw. It's won by the Terps, and we're back underway. Heads out to center ice immediately where Liam Eden tries to get. Eden will drop it back for Ray McNamara.
McNamara playing on the first line for the defense here tonight. He was a scratch last game against Georgetown, and he's playing with Tyler McAvoy.
McAvoy normally plays out there with Ryan Height. Height out with an illness today. It's a good hit there at center, but not going to be a clean one on McAvoy. So we'll get our first penalty of period number 2, 36 seconds into the frame.
Yeah, obvious tripping call there. As you see the referee signal, Terps back to the power play.
Another thing we heard Coach Joe Carter talk about at the intermission there, they need to get more shots off on these power plays. Landon Wynn, assistant captain, shared that sentiment.
They've been in the offensive zone during their power plays, but they just haven't been shooting enough.
This one goes out to Eden. It also is worth mentioning, we did not mention it at the end of the first period. Patrick Beganowski, in addition to that cross-checking penalty that he took in the first period, also got a game misconduct at the end of the period, so that is worth noting as this shot goes high. It's dropped into the defensive zone for the Terps. McAvoy going to swing around, restart the attack. And here comes McAvoy. Pass to the far boards. In the center, it's Healy. Healy turns back, looking for help. Shot comes, was wide. Actually, it was blocked. It's played off the boards, and Stevenson gets it back out the center. Minute 20 left on the power play. It's dropped behind the net by Pelletier. He'll wait for Tomaszewski. Now the Terps can start again. Eden's been on this shift the entire power play so far. Dropped into the defensive zone. Dumped into the offensive zone for the Terps. Healy, right corner, goes back to Eden. Eden goes to Michaels. Across the ice, they're going to try and set up Tomaszewski. Back for Eden. Tomaszewski in the base again. 48 seconds. This one just flipped towards the front.
Looks like that shot hit something en route. I'm not sure if it was a Steven player or a Maryland player.
Now they'll set up a one-timer. Tomaszewski. Save me. Backhanded chance for Healy. Here's another delayed penalty coming up. Tucker Healy got smoked right in the slot there as he tried to make a play. And we may have 2 penalties coming up here.
Yeah, Healy was bodied down to the ice. That was a very, very late hit.
And it came well after Healy had backhanded one wide. And let's see. We're going to get Hoover again. I mean, that's the second time Hoover's had to go to the box. 5-on-3 coming up for the Terrapins. They'll only get 28 seconds. Not sure what the call was. Probably interference or roughing. This goes out to the blue line. Tomaszewski gets it off to Bozin. Back to Tomaszewski. 13 seconds left on the 5-on-3. One-timer. That was mishit by Bozin, and then it's cleared by Stevenson.
Bozin couldn't get on the part of the stick where he wanted it. He sent that chipping puck into the boards, and the Mustangs take advantage and clear.
So they'll get it now to a 5-on-4. Minute and a half. Terps still on the power play. Bozin will drop it in. Scramble for it. It goes out to the blue line. Tomaszewski's there. Tomaszewski gives it off Wenner. Tries a wrist shot. That one off a skate.
Saw that open hole toward the left side of the left toe. Right side for Wenner. And he was able to read that, but fortunately it was blocked. That could have went in the net. As there's another big hit.
And this is going to be a penalty on Maryland. We had a big hit at center ice.
Andrew DePoy with a big hit there. And we'll see if it's him going to the box. Landon Wynn is pointing. And it will be DePoy.
And they'll go DePoy for interference. 4-on-4 hockey. 16:53 left in the second period, no score.
Another penalty that you just cannot afford to take if you're the Terrapins. You had a power play there.
In the offensive zone, those penalties just drive coaches crazy. Anything in the offensive zone, there's just no reason to commit a penalty that far out.
And that's the third penalty we've seen. We're just over 3 minutes into this period, but we've already had so much action as the fireworks continue. We pick up right where we left off in the first in terms of physicality.
4-on-4, so a lot more space out for a game that's already been playing at a lightning quick pace. Hunter Airy goes up the boards. Here's Liam Eden. Eden with a chance. Wrist shot save made by Shahady. Danger not yet. Backhander goes wide. Backhand hit. Liam Eden scored. The Terps get on the board on the 4-on-4. Liam Eden with a great backhander.
Liam Eden racing into the zone. And he got the shot off, but it was a save. Beautiful moves there. And then two reinforcements come. They get more shots. And as the puck goes behind the net, Eden grabs it and tucks it in. 1-0 Maryland.
And something that's so great about Liam Eden, you saw him miss that first backhander save. He was behind the net, never gave up on the play, came straight out to get the rebound chance and put it into the back of the net.
Overall, great goal there. Great energy. Bench went nuts. Fans went nuts. I think it's all momentum in favor of the Terrapins here. We'll see if they can continue after that goal.
Eden, second goal of the season for the captain. Here goes Eden again. Threatening position. Shot goes wide. Eden intercepts a pass there. Goes across the ice to Healy. Healy back out to the point. Tyler McAvoy gives it off to Airy. Airy a wrist shot. That one blocked before it got anywhere. Stevenson, an opportunity for them to clear. Carlson dumps it in. Hoover chasing after it as it goes out to the corner. Hoover with a big hit by McAvoy, it looked like, on the boards. One to nothing Terps, 15-25, left in the second period as this one drifts out to center ice. It's the 4-on-4 has expired, so it's a power play in favor of the Mustangs. Wrist shot comes from distance. That one's wide from Carlson. They try to center it in front. Goes out to the edge. A pad save there on a shot from Jesse. And this one goes behind the net. Try to get it out near Burke as it goes out to the neutral zone. 5 seconds. Here's a one-on-one. Wrist shot. Big save by Shahady as he denies Wilson on the breakaway.
DePoy comes out of the box, but Beganowski stays. He's still serving that game misconduct. 10-minute misconduct.
McMenamin lost the puck at center ice. Candelaria brings it in. Candelina, I'm sorry, as this one goes to center ice yet again after Maryland clears. Battle for this one as it goes out to center.
Good job by Andrew McMenamin there. He fell down, got right back up, and he continued to climb into that play as he heads to the bench now.
Goes behind the Terps net. They'll try and recontrol with Michaels. Michaels plays it off the board for Wanner. He was chipped a little bit there as he tried to get back to the puck. Goes back into Maryland's defensive zone. Here's Tomaszewski in some space. He'll drop it in.
Yeah, this arena is turning into a war zone here. It seems everywhere the puck goes, there's a hit every 5 seconds. And the hitting is fine. You just got to stay out of the penalty box and stop taking these bad penalties.
As Eden brings it into the corner. Eden looking for a shooting opportunity from the right circle. It's blocked. Back out to center. Tomaszewski trying to settle it down with McNamara. Try to get it back to Eden. Eden a wrist shot. Great glove save by Shahady as he flashes some leather.
I think these last few minutes have been the best hockey this Maryland team has played all season, in my opinion. They've been playing Really up-tempo, fast, physical hockey. And it's just a pleasure to watch. 1-0 lead. Everything is going well for them right now.
That Eden goal is the first even strength goal the Terps have scored all season, and even that 4-on-4, not complete regulation hockey, but it was on the even strength. It's going to be a couple guys get thrown out of the face-off circle for Stevenson.
Tucker Healy on the face-off. This top unit is back out.
Goes deep into the defensive zone. Jesse tried to center one in front. That one couldn't get a stick on it. Hunter Airy starting the attack with Eden. His pass forward to Muirhead, which just barely picked off. Good defensive play by Watterson. Here's Eden. Left circle. Bounce it back from Muirhead in the slot shot. That one drifted wide.
Great pass by Eden there. Gets it to Muirhead. Shot just missed by a few inches. Great pass by Eden.
Healy out to the blue line. Backhanded pass. Didn't have anything on it. Now this could be a 2-on-2 break. Shot comes from Bennett from way downtown. A glove save made by Pelletier, and he'll just take the safe route, hold for the faceoff with 12:20 left in the second period.
And Pelletier holds out a stick to the Stevenson players there. That was Bennett. And he says, "Don't test me." Caught that puck. Wasn't going to let it go. And a little bit of a humorous play there by Pelletier, but either way, he covers up.
Both these teams playing with some good swagger right now.
Absolutely.
Draw one by Stevenson. At least it looked like it before Maryland came up with it as they chase after it quickly. Steinberg tried to chase that one down in the corners. The fourth line going to get some work. Steinberg trying to get a shot off as this one just drifts into the slot. And back out to the blue line where Thomas Peterson took it, sent it back in. Now Stevenson wins the puck back. Peterson brings it again, and again he just fires it to the other end of the ice.
Looks like that puck caught Pedersen in the hand. He was a little bit shaken up. And maybe that could be the reason why he flung it down the ice. He was clearly in some pain there, but he appears to be fine now, as we hope. He stays out in the ice as it's icing.
So the faceoff goes to the other end. 2 Pelletiers left. Stevenson has not had much offense in this period so far.
No, their offense has really been struggling so far this period.
It was even pretty much in the first period. Maryland outshot Stevenson 12-11, which is pretty impressive considering they had 2 minutes of 5-on-3. They try to center a pass in front, and that one, someone got a stick on it for Maryland just in the nick of time, and then another shot goes wide by Jesse. Battle for it. Still in the defensive zone now. It goes out to neutral ice and just essentially hand passed forward by Wilson. Here comes Wilson. The offensive zone as the fourth line again gets a run here for the Terps.
Yeah,
Steinberg.
Pedersen was still moving a little bit gingerly there. He just got to the bench, thankfully, because they got the puck far in enough in the offensive zone as he takes a seat on the bench. We hope he's okay.
Icing waved off here on the other end of the ice. Out to the blue line for Stevenson. Swung around the boards by Hoover. Maryland, the first one's there. Now they have an opportunity to break on the other way. Here's DePoy. DePoy in front. Backhanded chance. Stoned on the breakaway by Shahady.
Andrew DePoy flying in, trying to recreate Liam Eden's goal. It's very similar, but I believe that was saved. Not wide by Shahady. Good save there. It remains 1-0.
10:20 left in the second period. Terps trying to keep their foot on the gas after picking up the Eden goal. And Stevenson trying to get themselves back on level terms. McAvoy got that puck after a heavy touch and cleared it to center.
This Stevenson offense is really struggling. They can't get the puck in deep, and when they do, the offense just doesn't generate. They didn't struggle with that at all in the first period, but in the second.
DePoy takes advantage of a giveaway there. Shot, another great save by Shahady. That one off the pad. Michaels trying to come back, keep the puck alive. This one sent back out to center ice. Here's Bennett. Bennett sliding in, a good poke check by the Terps. Wrist shot comes from the blue line, and a pad save there. Candelina had that shot.
Came through a little bit of traffic too, but Pelletier steers it aside.
Now we got a gaggle of bodies in that far corner trying to get this one. A shot comes from a very tight angle. Pelletier with the save, and here comes a shot. That one high. That one may have caught the netting, and I think it did, just barely on the underside. That shot was fired from the point by Kenneth Burkhart for Stevenson. 9:16 left in the second period, 1-0 Maryland.
Bieganowski's finally able to hop out of the box there. That was a long period of play without a whistle as he finished serving his 10-minute misconduct.
Draw one by Stevenson. It goes out to the blue line. They try and scramble to get anyone on that puck as Jesse was the last stick it could have gotten to, and now a clearing opportunity for Tomaszewski. Goes right to center ice. Good glove catch there by Eden. Here's Eden up the left side. A wrist shot save made by Shahady, and he'll hold for the whistle.
Tomaszewski, nice flipping pass there to Eden, but no avail on the shot.
Liam Eden's been all over the ice in this period so
He's
far.
been everywhere. Scoring that one goal, but he's in the right places at the right times. Captain of this Maryland team for many reasons, but is overall an extremely skilled player.
Stevenson has the puck out to the neutral zone. They're trying to be a little more patient here. Backhanded chance. That one went wide. Watterson was the first into the zone for Stevenson. Maryland trying to clear with Airy. Hoover got a stick on it. It was offsides for Stevenson. They had to recollect it. Now it goes out to the blue line. Here comes McMenamin. Goes off to the side. Wilson a shot. That one's wide.
Yeah, Zach Garneau, number 27 for Stevenson. Strong play there to deny the entry. Using his body.
McAvoy sends a pass forward. Offsides on Maryland. Delayed, so they had a chance to recover. McAvoy. About to get it off to Healy now. Here's Muirhead. Muirhead drops off in the center. A chance for McAvoy, and the shot went wide. Healy held it in. 7:50 left in the period. 1-0 Maryland. Shot comes in from a tight angle. Muirhead couldn't redirect it. Back out to the point for McAvoy. McAvoy, a wrist shot in the glove save by Shahady.
Shahady seeing that puck all the way through. Wasted no time. Steered to his left. Caught it for the whistle.
Terrapins looking for the first win. They're 0-2 this season. Losses to Delaware and Georgetown. 6-0 to Delaware. Delaware, that game was actually stopped after 2 periods due to a issue at the rink. And then a tough 3-2 loss to Georgetown. On the other side, Stevenson, their only win is against that Georgetown Hoyas team.
Yeah, the Terrapins, very rough game against Delaware. They got shut out 7-0.
7-0 it was, yeah, correct.
But they played better against Georgetown. They lost by 1 goal.
A delayed penalty coming up. Take a look at the call. Looks like they're going to get Stevenson. We're going to get a boarding penalty. Who's it on is the question. It is going to be on the Terps. They're going to get Muirhead. 2 minutes for boarding, and this will be an opportunity for Stevenson to generate some offense.
Yeah, that's the 5th penalty of the game for the Maryland Terrapins. 2 of them coming at the same time. Stevenson with 4 penalties.
Maryland immediately won the draw and flipped it across.
The minutes in the sin bin have been racking so far this game. We're just over halfway done.
Knifing up ice, a huge hit on the near boards.
That was Bieganowski there. Enormous hit.
Bieganowski's brought the physicality in this game. He's spent some time in the box because of that. But he's definitely had a lot of energy in this game.
And he's only 5'8", too. But the sophomore has been really piling it on.
Jesse trying to chase this down in the corner. And again, it's cleared by Maryland. Maryland has dominated on the penalty kill. Stevenson has not generated much. 0 for 2 so far. Still being blanked. Harry gets the puck. He swings it around the boards, and again, it gets to the other end of the ice. 55 seconds left on the power play, and Stevenson has had essentially zilch on this power play.
Maryland
Got to
is
get
able to
themselves
get
together.
fresh legs there. 3 new bodies in the ice. And it appears that
This is
Tomaszewski...
loose in front. Pelletier coughed it up, and then Maryland gets away with robbery there. Pelletier didn't make a clean save, and there were a couple opportunities for Mustangs to direct it in. They couldn't do it. 23 seconds left on the power play as Robinson collects behind his own net. Goes to the center with Hoover. The defensive play by Wilson, but still an opportunity for Stevenson. 10 seconds left on the power play. They can get one more shot off if they're smart about it. Robinson battling for the puck in the corner. It's swung around the boards. McAvoy going to be the first one there. And make him 0 for 3 on the power play, as that was another unfruitful effort by the Mustangs. It goes off of the netting, and we will get a stoppage. 5:12 left in the second period.
Another thing that this Maryland team has been doing really well so far is playing in the neutral zone. They have not allowed the Mustangs to enter the offensive zone. They've just been denying them over and over again. We see them absolutely dominating the neutral zone. And they did it quite a few times there on the power play. They're really amplifying it as the game progresses too. So they keep improving in every aspect of this game.
It was a pretty even first period, but this second period's been all Maryland, if I must say. 5 minutes left in that period, 1-0 the score. Goes out to the blue line and drifts to center ice. Piper Holman passed it forward to Muirhead. It got under his stick, and Healy's able to chase it down. Healy tries a centering pass. Muirhead, direct pad save by Shahady. Right in the slot. Muirhead's had some really good positioning out there now. Healy, tight angle, went across the ice. Stick got in there at the last moment for Stevenson.
Point blank twice in a row, denied both times.
Muirhead chasing this one into the offensive zone. Goes across the ice for Stevenson. Now into the Mustangs offensive zone. Jesse's the only one down there, has no support. He'll go to the blue line. Wrist shot by Burkhart's blocked. Goes behind the net again. Watterson. Pinned against the boards. Liam Eden trying to get it for the Terps. And he does. Eden out to center ice. Tried to pass forward to Beganowski. Beganowski had the puck for a moment, then knocked off of his stick. Tomaszewski had it, then lost it. Now back to Watterson. Backhanded pass. Nearly picked off again by the Terps. Again, just a lazy little pass there by Stevenson. Almost caused them some trouble.
Another part of the game that Maryland's been great with so far. When they are in the defensive zone battling the puck, which hasn't been much, which is already good for them, they've been handling it along the boards. And then as they transition into the offensive zone, they're getting the puck down the middle and generating great scoring chances.
This is dumped in. Michaels chasing after it. Michaels has the puck. Trying to drift through a lot of traffic, and it's taken away. Watterson has it for Stevenson. Tried to drop it back for Jesse. Got under his stick. Now Maryland has an odd man rush. Tomaszewski centers it to DePoy. Can he control it? Backhander DePoy. And that one saved and goes wide.
Icing waved off. Both teams will change.
This one goes out the center for Wanner. Wanner hit it along the near boards. Trying to be held alive by Bozin. Out to the circle. Save made on a easy wrist shot there for Shahady. And McAvoy tried to hold it in, but it got knocked back out to the neutral zone. Landon Nguyen trying to keep it alive. This one's flipped across the boards again. McAvoy just drops it back towards the front of the net. That's going to force Pelletier to hold for a faceoff.
Yeah, the Mustangs look really flat right now. They're not able to generate any offense. And there's more extracurricular activity.
1:57 left in the second period, 1-0 Maryland. You could see everyone from the sideline saying, let's get back to the bench here. The last thing they want to take is a penalty.
Yeah, you saw Andre Bozin waving at Nick Hoover. He's taunting him a little bit.
They want to avoid a penalty late, especially in the lead. This is an opportunity for Maryland to just keep the pressure on because Stevenson has not had anything offensively this period in particular, and the last thing they want to do is inject life into him with a power play. Face off to the left of Pelletier, won by the Terps. Goes quickly off the glass near the blue line. Hoover will try a wrist shot save made Pelletier.
Pelletier swallows that one up and freezes. He's been outstanding so far tonight. And the other goaltender has been great too. David Shahady. He's given up that one goal, but other than that, he's looked really sharp. Both goaltenders. Obviously, Shahady's faced a lot more action.
Stevenson trying to, again, generate some offense. This one swings out to the boards. Hoover. Hoover goes off the boards near the benches. Allows a flip into the offensive zone.
Hoover, the smooth skating defenseman, number 74. If I had to pick a best player from Stevenson tonight, I would say him. He has looked pretty good.
Goes back to center ice. Play it. Dumped it in for Stevenson. McMenamin tried to get a pass off to Steinberg. Still loose at neutral ice. Then it'll be dumped in by Stevenson. Josh Carlson tries to allow his team to chase. Behind the net, Jesse tried to backhand a pass into the slot. No one was there. Maryland wanted a penalty there. Wraparound chance comes and goes straight across goal from Jesse. Now we have a broken stick. This one's right in front, trying to get a backhander off in the general direction of Pelletier. Watterson.
Looks like Jason Steinberg wasn't really sure what to do. Broken stick, you have to drop it. You can't keep it in your hands. He goes to the bench and gets a new one, but now he stays on
7 seconds left in the period. Maryland hoping to see the last couple seconds on. It looks like they will, as they'll just go head to the bench, and that will mark the end of period number 2. Liam Eden with a goal to give the Terps the lead 1-0. As we go to intermission here, Matt. Plain and simple, even though it was just one goal for the Terps, they really dominated that period through and through.
By far the best 20 minutes of the season for this Maryland team. They controlled every aspect of the game. Wouldn't allow any offense to generate for the Stevenson Mustangs. It was all momentum for them. And they'll head to the locker room with a lot of confidence, I'm sure, heading into the final period of this one.
Eden with that goal, second of the season for the man with the C on his chest. Stevenson is going to have a lot of work to do, especially on the offensive portion of the ice if they want to get back into this one, because they've had power play opportunities, but it's still just nothing has gotten past Henry Pelletier.
Both teams with penalty woes, as you said it. But right now, it's just the Terrapins that were able to capitalize just that one time. And you could even see it in their faces. They're all smiling as they head to the locker room. They have all the momentum going into this final period.
Can they see out the last 20 minutes? We'll see. We'll take a break here for the second intermission. Be back for puck drop at the start of the third. This is the Maryland Hockey Network. Back here for period number 3. This is the Maryland Hockey Network. I'm Mark McClure, joined by Matt Fusillo. And Matt, Maryland definitely has the upper hand in this one. It is only a 1-0 game, so there's still a lot of action left to be had in this one. But Stevenson, you know they're going to have some tired legs, only 10 skaters. They're going to need to really conserve their energy and just those short spurts when they get up the ice if they want to try and tie this game up.
Yeah, the first period was relatively even. The shots were 12-11 Maryland. Second period was 13-8 Maryland. I'm surprised it wasn't even more lopsided than that in the shots department.
And there's a lot of confidence in this Maryland group. We got that at intermission. They feel like they have the upper hand in this one, and they can really just have more legs right now at this point in the game. They feel like they can see this one out.
And they definitely had that vibe in the locker room during that second intermission. They were very confident. And you could see them on the bench. They're into it to start the third here.
This one drifts out to center ice. Maryland going to reset themselves. Muirhead gives it off to Eden, the captain and the goal scorer. Cuts in towards the slot. A shot. That one a great pad save by Shahady. He's able to extend that left leg. Goes out to the blue line for McNamara. He sends it off the boards. Muirhead has it behind the net. Not a lot of support, though, as Maryland went for a change. Still loose in the offensive zone for the Terps, though. They end up coming up with it. Michaels in the right corner. Michaels trying to square up, trying to get a pass off. But he is just absolutely surrounded by gray sweaters. Still loose in front. Here comes a shot. That was blocked from Michaels. Now it goes out to McNamara. Back in front again for Michaels. That was deflected. And then another shot comes in and deflected as well. And then it finally drifts out to center ice.
Buganowski came in out of nowhere. And he was the one that got that last shot off. Couldn't even see if he came from the bench or from the defensive zone, but either way.
Blayett dumps it in. Stevenson gets it back after it went out to center ice. Up the near boards. Here comes Bennett behind the net. Looking for a wraparound chance. Nothing really materializes, though, so he'll just send in a wrister from the point that went off of Blayett's skates, and he didn't know where it was. Maryland can't capitalize, though, and clear. It stays into the offensive zone for Stevenson. Maryland now can settle it down. They got it to McAvoy, but then another horrible turnover at center ice. Wrist shot comes in. Pelletier with the save as he denies Candelina. Candelina went down behind the net.
And the fireworks show continues just a little bit there. And Ray McNamara skating somewhere.
Looks like he may have lost a glove. So McNamara goes ahead and gets that. Candelina had the shot. Now we have a confusion about Maryland being able to change. I don't think they're going to be able to.
Yeah, it looks like McNamara lost a part of his helmet, and he just straps it back on there. The little flaps going off the top, I think, to secure more protection.
And now Maryland's going to get a penalty for unsportsmanlike. And Eden getting into it with one of the officials on that call. Maryland didn't know what the change was and how they could get guys on the ice, and now Eden is having a conversation.
Eden came flying off the bench to talk to the officials.
So, yeah, they're going to get hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It's going to go on Muirhead. Now Muirhead is talking to the official. Now Muirhead's going to have to go to the box for 2. Big power play now for Stevenson. And just, again, an unforced error for the Terrapins. As that one occurs between the whistles. Garneau goes quickly out to Hoover. A shot. They made Paletti. It's loose in front. And that one again saved by Pelletier. This has definitely injected some energy into the Mustangs as it goes out to the blue line for Hoover. Hoover wrist shot from the point, stick save. And that one goes up into the netting for the faceoff. 17-17 left in the third period. 1-0 Maryland. 1:42 left on the power play.
Not only has Pelletier been great tonight, but he's also been very quick in net. You see shots come through traffic. He has tough time to react, but he's been tracking it the whole way. He got a stick on that last one and chipped it into the netting.
On the other side, McMenamin gets the turnover at center ice. He tries a wrist shot. That goes high. Odd man rush as Hoover brings it in for the Mustangs. Behind the net, he's looking for an option. 1:22 left on the power play. From the point, a wrist shot comes in from Garneau. That was knocked around after a save. Goes in again. That one deflected, and a save made by Pelletier.
Twice in a row, Pelletier covering up the 5-hole. Keeps denying these Mustangs, especially with the shots down low, but all over.
Chris Robinson brings it in. He's being pressured by Airy. Robinson still looking for an option. Able to get it off to Watterson. That's a battle in the corner. And then Maryland comes away with that. 44 seconds left on the penalty kills. McMenamin brings it forward. McMenamin drifts into the high slot. He's not being pressured, so he's just going to swing around. Now they try to get it to Eden. Eden and Jesse battle for it. Goes in favor of Stevenson. They only have 30 seconds left on this power play. Great individual effort here by Carlson. But Carlson is flattened against the boards by McAvoy. This one's sent into the high slot. Carlson a chance. Save made by Pelletier. Carlson gets it right back. 10 seconds left on the power play. Pass goes into the slots, deflected, and now it's flipped out to center ice. Maryland is going to kill this one off.
Another great save by Pelletier. We saw the momentum shift a little bit in favor of Stevenson there, but the Terrapins gained it right back.
15:30 left. 1-0 in favor of Maryland. Stevenson has it behind their own net. Shahady thought that he had a defender coming. Muirhead was the first one that he saw, though. McMenamin. And that was McAvoy. Now it goes in front. And Muirhead looks like he may have got hit with a stick in the throat area. He'll go off as Maryland's still scrambling with the puck. Michaels couldn't get a handle on it. Now it goes back into the Maryland zone, and whistle coming.
Yeah, Muirhead bumped in the throat. He's still clenching his throat.
And this is another killer penalty for Maryland. They're going to get Michaels for slashing. So another power play chance for Stevenson. You have to think eventually they may break through here with all these opportunities. And now 2 more minutes as Michaels heads to the sin bin for the slash.
Certainly getting a lot of chances with this power play. Haven't been able to connect so far, but I mean, the numbers are really climbing. A lot of power play minutes for the Stevenson team.
Garneau with it at the point. Gives it off right side. Wrist shot comes in. It was blocked. And now goes back out to center. And Stevenson will have to chase after it. Eden, the first one there, though. Eden, cross ice. Oh, what a save by Shahady as he denied Beganowski. It was a great pass by Eden, but they couldn't finish. And Garneau recollects behind the net. Maryland was thinking about putting it away shorthanded. Carlson waiting, and he'll dump it in. That one hit a skate. Robinson squirrels in. Now it's backhander. Couple of saves by Pelletier. 2 saves, as a matter of fact, and he holds for the faceoff.
Boy, oh boy. Henry Pelletier, a sequence of saves there. Continues to dazzle tonight.
The sophomore from Gaithersburg has really done a good job getting from post to post in this game. Face-off will be to Pelletier's right, won by Stevenson. Watterson. This is Burkhart. Cross-ice pass to Hoover. Then Hoover went across the ice to Jesse. Terps take it away, and they clear the zone. On the stick of Shahady. Hoover drives in behind Maryland's net, leaves it for Jesse. Jesse couldn't swing it around the boards. It was blocked, and now it's tied up. 33 seconds left on the power play for Stevenson. 13:25 left in the game. Terps take it away. This penalty kill unit for Maryland has really been spectacular tonight.
They have been. They've been absolutely incredible.
Flying all over the ice. They've been really aggressive, and Stevenson has not had a counter for the aggressive kill.
You would think 7 penalties, they'd be able to cash in.
Here's Robinson. They may have a chance here late in this power play. But time will expire, and we're back to even strength, and Maryland clears.
Another great kill.
Stevenson driving forward with Carlson. It's lost in the corner by Stevenson. They're trying to recollect it. Blayett couldn't get it. Then there's some extracurriculars after that. No whistles. Maryland goes forward with Healy. Healy with a nice move there. Right in front. Save made by Shahady. Rebound chance, and that one saved as well. Goes out towards McAvoy and then to center. Could be an opportunity for Stevenson, and that's going to be another save by Pelletier. McAvoy goes shoulder to shoulder there.
And you almost wonder how this Stevenson team is going to be on Sunday. They're shorthanded tonight severely, and they can't get anything clicking offensively tonight. You wonder if it's going to take a toll the way they're being worn out by this Maryland team for Sunday's game just 2 days from now.
Maryland wins this draw. Played off the boards, goes behind the net. Icing, no. Go there despite the appeal from Shahady. Wanner trying to chase this one down in the corner. It's sent into the rafters. And this one is blown dead. We'll come back to the left of Shahady. 11:51 left in this game. It's 1-0 Maryland.
Blake Wanner matching up against Brendan Jesse on the draw.
Goes to the blue line. This is won the other way by Robinson. Robinson drifts in, goes behind the net. We have a delayed penalty coming up on Maryland. And it'll go out towards center, and we'll get this whistle. We'll see what the call is. Looks like they're going to get Piper Holman here. We'll see the call. Piper Holman will go 2 for interference. And yet another opportunity on the power play for Stevenson. Is this their time?
Seems like every few minutes we're saying this, but they just haven't cashed in. We'll see if they could do it this time.
Been mostly to do with Henry Pelletier between the posts for Maryland. He's been spectacular. Goes out to Jesse at the left point. He tries to go across the ice. That was behind his intended target, and now it's cleared away by Tomaszewski. Oh, that was some dangerous play by Shahady as he nearly put it in his own cage. Now Carlson into the high slot. He's diving forward, a shot. Save made by Pelletier, and he'll freeze the puck. 11:09 left in the third period. 1:31 left on the power play.
Pelletier, the captain of this ship on the penalty kill. Another great save, moves from coast to coast. From that quick offense driving play there on the power play by Stevenson.
Blayett wins the face-off for Stevenson. They'll try and set up Hoover. A wrist shot from the point, and another save by Pelletier, and another hold for a face-off. Shahady shouting from the crease there at his squad, trying to get some energy into them. Minute 23 left on this power play chance. Goes back to the blue line. Here's Garneau in space. He'll try a wrist shot, save made trying to get a backhander. Another attempt. We have a penalty coming up on Maryland again. You can just see Tomaszewski looking frustrated. At least it looked like it was on Maryland. It may have been on Stevenson. I'm not sure at this point. We're going to get a hooking penalty on Hunter Airy. 5-on-3 chance for Stevenson. Maryland really collecting penalties in this period.
Yeah, this is really, really excessive. It's just too many. I mean, this is their 9th one of the game. You got to stop doing it.
Face-off one by Maryland. They're able to clear it to the blue line. McAvoy, but they're not going to be able to chase after this. This is probably the biggest opportunity of the game for Stevenson to put one in the back of the net. 5-on-3 for looks like a minute at this point. Hoover comes in. A good fake shot. He goes behind the net. McAvoy tracks him down, though, and the puck heads out near the blue line. Not able to be held in, and it's poked to center by McAvoy, who's been key on these penalty kills.
Good play by McAvoy, wearing the A on his jersey. Gets that puck out of the zone. Stevenson has to start over.
34 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Jesse gives it off to Garneau. Garneau just holding, goes back to the point. Shot comes from Burkhart. It's a wrister, and that one just held right in front for McAvoy to clear.
Burkhart was trying to shoot that one. He had no lane, but he had Brendan Jesse wide open for the one-timer. Elected not to pass him to shoot.
So Burkhart drifts up again. He'll just dump this one off the boards. And McAvoy, this is actually Tomaszewski this time, who will flip it out to center ice. 3 seconds left on the 5-on-3. The 5-on-3 has now become a 5-on-4. Holman will go straight to the bench and get a change. This one's dumped in right off the pads of Pelletier. It nearly took an awkward bounce on it, but he was able to haul it back in and freeze it for a face-off. 9:24 left in this game. 1-0 Terps. They are on the penalty kill for another 32 seconds.
Face off to the right of Pelletier here. Been very strong this game. We could keep complimenting him. It's been outstanding.
Jesse wins the draw, but Watterson couldn't get a shot off. And then this clear will come to center ice for Maryland. Carlson goes across the ice to Burkhart. 19 seconds left on the power plays. Again, it's dumped in. Out near the blue line, and Maryland clears again to center ice. Eganowski couldn't track it down. Here's one more chance for Stevenson. Jesse in front, tries to drag it across. And he lost the handle on the puck, and we're back to even strength. We have a couple of hits at center ice. No whistles either side. Airy came straight out of the box and nailed Blade. 8:30 left in the game, 1-0 Maryland. Here's Healy. Maryland looking for one more to really kind of put the dagger into this game. Muirhead trying to get the puck back as this one looks like it's being held. That's a held stick down there in the corner, but referees don't call it.
I don't know how you can't call a penalty on that one.
Muirhead clearly had a stick held, but the referee swallowed his whistle. This one heads back into the high slot and out of the point. Piper Holman. Holman sends it around the boards. Goes right in front, and it couldn't be directed goalwards. Ray McNamara was right out in front. It's sent the other way. It's off the pad of Pelletier with some chasers coming in. He'll take the safe route and hold it, and then here we go.
The captain, Liam Eden, pushing his players aside, trying to tell them not to get into it. As there he gives a little hug to Nick Hoover.
Hey, look, and that is the best thing that Liam Eden can do right now. He knows his team is 7.5 minutes away from their first victory. And the last thing that they can afford us another power play. Now, while they've gotten away with a whole host of penalties in this game, 2 5-on-3s for Stevenson. They haven't scored on either of them. This has not been a great game for the power play for Stevenson, as we'll get a timeout on the ice for Stevenson as they'll talk this over, as they've got some work to do in the last 7.5, because even with all the power play chances, we still haven't even seen really a great opportunity. Pelletier's made a couple of nice saves, but it's still nothing that's been completely outrageous.
That's exactly right. And Stevenson, time and time again, they just keep getting power play, but again, they're getting their chances on the power play, but when it's even strength, they get nothing clicking. I think they're playing better this third period than they did in the second. Second period, it was all Maryland, but just goes to show, third period, all these penalties gives the Mustangs more of a chance.
Both teams are getting ready to break their huddles. As again, for Joe Carter, I'm sure the message down there is just keep doing what you're doing. You're wearing this team down.
Exactly. And there's no need to keep getting into it and risking these bad penalties. It's the reason why they go to the box. They keep retaliating and making poor decisions. You see all these interference and slashing calls, just useless penalties by going back at them for being rough. And physicality is always a good thing, but there comes a time where you cross that line and you risk being put in the box. And they've faced that plenty of times tonight.
Mike Ergo trying to inject some energy into his group after that timeout, at least give him a break. Wrist shot comes in from the point from Garneau. This one was wide. Wanner trying to get it back from Maryland up against Edwards. Heads high into the air. The Terps can take it back. It drifts out towards the blue line, however. We'll go cross ice to Garneau. Garneau just tries to fire one back in, blocked by Wanner, and goes out to center. Here's Michaels. Could be a break here for him as it goes into the corner. Michaels wanted to drop it back for Wanner. Didn't come out cleanly. Now comes out to the near boards. Real scramble for it. Still can't get it out. Now they get it to Airy, who just sends a wrister behind the net. Landon Nguyen trying to chase after it. Stevenson recollects. Bring the puck into the Maryland zone, but that was for nothing more than to get a change for Stevenson.
Daniel Tomaszewski doing a little bit of a Keith Yandel play, as everyone calls that sunk. Faking the pass behind the goaltender and then taking it out himself.
6:12 left in period number 3. 1-0 Maryland. They're trying to see this one out, get their first win of the season. This one sent from center ice by Tomaszewski. Glove save made by Shahady. He holds for the faceoff. Faceoff will be to the left of Shahady. Draw one by Stevenson. Play it. Sends it to center ice. This one dropped back for Carlson. Now they tried to get it to Jesse. He just poked it back towards his own defense. And Liam Eden was the first there. And Liam Eden gets crushed on the boards and he's down. He gets back to his feet, though. My goodness, that was a big hit from Carlson.
And that's a dangerous hit, too. He was leaning in with his hip and just sends him right into the boards.
Eden, a tough guy, though, gets right back to his feet.
Yeah, something about that hit. I'm not sure. I don't think that was 100% legal there, but still no call.
So Maryland the other way with DePoy. Drags it behind the net. Tried to get it to Michaels. DePoy gets it right back after losing it for a moment. Goes to Ray McNamara. McNamara wrist shot. Couldn't get a deflection in front. Terps keeping the pressure on. 5:03 left in the game. This one played off the boards by Stevenson as they try to get a rush going. Bennett brought it in, then lost it. McAvoy goes to Michaels. Michaels into the right circle. Tried to get a shot off. Could never trouble Shahady, though. And it goes out by center ice. That's going to be offside.
Good move by Darren Michaels there, trying to create another chance, and he does. Shimmering through a couple D-men on that Mustang team.
Face off in the neutral zone. Won by Stevenson, Hoover. Give it off to Garneau. Now Jesse going forward. Penalty coming up on Maryland. Backhanded pass from Jesse is taken away, and now we'll get the call. Interference is the call.
Yeah, this is just a bad call by the referees. Blake Wanner.
They're going to get Wanner. They are. It looks like it, at least. And
that was just a clean open ice hit, using his size to his advantage. I think that's a bad call by the referees.
Another power play chance for Stevenson with 4:22 left in the game. 1-0. Maryland has the lead. This could be the last gasp, or at least the best chance for the Mustangs. They try to take the draw. Out to the blue line. Here's Garneau. Garneau, wrister from the left circle. Save made, drops out in front. They can't completely clear it as Hoover kept it in back to Garneau. Garneau with it after a give and go pass. They try to deflect one in front. Save made there by Pelletier that went through clean in the end. 1:35 left on the power play. 4 minutes left in the game. This one drifts out towards the left circle again. Garneau picks it up for Stevenson. Garneau behind the net. Trying to find a centering pass. Wind doing a good job on this power play. On this kill, I'm sorry. That was actually Wilson. This one bouncing around the boards. Garneau has it. Goes across the ice, but couldn't be held by Watterson. Now it's out in front again. Could be trouble. Hoover. Wrist shot in. I caught someone up high and Stevenson scored. It was deflected in front. And the Mustangs are level with 3:22 left in the game. It's a power play goal for Brendan Jesse. He just got his body in front and they got the deflection they were looking for. You knew it was coming with how many penalties Maryland was allowing.
Plenty of traffic on the way, too. There's no way Pelletier was able to see that the entire way.
We'll double check the number on that. It was either Jesse or Watterson on that goal.
And it all stems from that hit by Wanner. The coaches didn't like it after they were shaking their heads on the bench, even after that goal. But anyway, it's a 1-1 game. You got to move on. They've had the momentum almost the entire game. Stevenson just scored. You got to gain the momentum back if you're the Terrapins.
Liam Eden trying to quickly drift it in. A backhanded pass goes off in front. Muirhead trying to get this one in front. Now a 2-on-1 rush for Stevenson. Here come the Mustangs. This one goes wide. Now a penalty coming up on the Mustangs after that hit behind the net on McAvoy.
Big time power play coming up here for the Terrapins. Very costly for Stevenson. If you want to put this game to bed, got to score here on the power play.
Candelina is the one that's hit with that penalty. So we had a whistle right off the face-off. Face-off won by Maryland. McAvoy wrist shot. That was blocked, and now it goes out to Eden. Eden cross-ice pass. Healy right in front, and the shot goes wide. Now it drifts out again right on the welcome mat. Muirhead couldn't steer it in. They got McAvoy in space at the point. One-timer. He scored! Tyler McAvoy gives the Terps the lead back with 2:38 left. It's a power play goal for McAvoy. What a great one-timer.
Holy smokes. Tyler McAvoy, an absolute rocket from the point. Terps regain the lead, and they're fired up. 2:38 remaining in this one. What a goal there. And they answer right back.
Goes back to center ice as we'll get set for the restart. At 5-on-5, 2 big power play goals in the last 4 minutes of this game.
That's got to feel great for this Maryland team. They've dominated the entire game. They finally give up that goal after they reach double digits in penalties.
Here's Watterson the other way. Could this be a break? Watterson, backhanded try. Goes across the face of Pelletier.
Very entertaining hockey this entire game. And the last few minutes have been absolutely no exception to that.
2-on-2 the other way for Maryland. Beganowski has it behind the net. He lost it. It swings across. Hoover sends this airborne to the blue line. Robinson sends the puck in for Stevenson. Pelletier directs it behind the net. Now they'll go to Michaels near boards for Maryland. Back out to center as Maryland clears again. 90 seconds left in this game. It's fired right back in by Stevenson. Airy going for it.
And it looks like the faceoff is going to come back towards Stevenson. We saw players, coaches, and fans all pointing down the ice toward the Stevenson zone, and that's exactly where the faceoff will be.
It'll be to Shahadi's right. Minute 25 left in the game. 2-1 Maryland. We've had some late dramatics in this one, but the Terps have gotten the lead back as it goes out to the edge of the offensive zone. McAvoy held it in, gets it off to Eden. Eden brings it behind the net for Landon Nguyen. As this one goes, and we'll get a stoppage in the corner. Faceoff will be to the left of Shahadi. 54 seconds left. 2-1 game. Can the Maryland Terrapins get their first victory of the 2021-22 season?
Got to hold off strong here. Less than a minute to go.
Draw one by Stevenson. They send it to center ice. 45 seconds left. Dropped in towards the corner. Jesse tries to get it. It's just going to be dumped in by Stevenson. Or by Maryland, I'm sorry. Goes right off the glove of Shahadi. One last chance for Stevenson to get forward. Jesse dumps the puck in. It goes off the pad of Pelletier. Stevenson will pull their goaltender for the 6-on-5. Edge of the zone, Hoover just sends one in behind the net. 15 seconds remaining. Out to the blue line. Garneau, a wrist shot. Hit a Stevenson player up high. Rebound chance. And that was blocked as well. And McAvoy will clear. 5 seconds left in the game. Goes back out again to the edge. No offsides. It's called. And the Maryland Terrapins have their first victory of the 21-22 season. Tyler McAvoy with a game-winning power play goal with under 3 minutes left to play after it looked like Maryland had lost the momentum after Stevenson scored a power play goal of their own, but the Terrapins outlast Stevenson. Final score 2-1.
Big hugs here, and boy, oh boy, do they really deserve it. Stevenson, short roster all game long, so you give them credit for staying in this game. But man, Maryland Terrapins, great game, especially that second period. Liam Eden scoring the first, and then just with a few minutes after Stevenson ties it, Tyler McAvoy rocket from the point for a clinching game-winning goal. As the two teams shake hands now, only to do it again on Sunday. Incredible game.
Maryland wins the game. Final score 2-1. They'll move now to 1-2 on this young season, while the Stevenson Mustangs will drop to a record of 1-3. These teams, as we said, will meet again in a couple of days. On Sunday, they play 6:40, that game at Stevenson, so we'll see if the Mustangs can get some revenge. But for now, it's Maryland Terrapins' time to celebrate, as they'll thank the fans here at center ice and head for the locker room. An absolute classic of a game. There's a lot to learn from this game for both sides, but Maryland gets the result they were looking for.
Absolutely. And we'll see what the play style will be on Sunday. But, I mean, you look at Maryland, penalty kill. 10 penalties that give up one shorthanded power play goal, Great job on the penalty kill. Offense, many, many chances. Goaltending, Pelletier, great game in net. All in all, what a win by this Maryland team. Extremely entertaining, and they surely provided it tonight.
Goals for the game. Liam Eden picks up a goal, his second of the season. McAvoy gets his first, and the assist on the McAvoy goal came from Andrew Muirhead. And for the Liam Eden goal, that was unassisted. On the other side, the goal came actually from Chris Robinson for Stevenson. The assists on that one go to Watterson, and the second assist is from Garneau. So that's how that shakes out. So 3-goal game, go in Maryland's favor. 2-1 the final score. We thank you again for joining us here from the Gardens Ice House in Laurel. My name is Mark McClure, been joined by Matt Fusillo, and we appreciate you tuning in, and we hope to see you on Sunday. We'll have the call there from Stevenson. Puck drop at 6:40. Thanks again for joining us. 2-1 the final score. The Terps get their first win of the season.